Mayer, currently on a 10-game hitting streak. Can she keep it going today? It's the Baltimore Orioles and the San Diego Padres. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Here's the third baseman, Jordan Westburg.
The third baseman, Jordan Westburg.
And a base hit.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where he could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at bat.
Swing and a foul out of play. Mayer went deep twice in her last game. Hit on the ground might be two. Throws to Henderson. On a Mountcastle. It's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
So the lineup flips over. And next for the Orioles, Jordan Westburg. Hard hit, left field, base hit.
Oh, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
2 outs, base is empty.
The left fielder,
Mayer in her second season, 22 years old, and she's a former Rookie of the Year. Swing and a ground ball. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So they make short work of him there. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the man at first, and into the box for Baltimore, Colton Cowser. Righty delivers. Line drive, and lines out to third.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
1 out, base is empty. And a foul ball. Lifted in the air, out to left. O'Neal. And there's 2 away.
now batting, second baseman,
Mayer had a rough go of it in the loss.
Definitely didn't do much of anything for him in this one. I think she knows she's capable of more. They took the loss, and she might have dragged him down a little bit.
Mayer ready to go in this one. This breakout star has been a model of consistency at the plate, leading the league in batting average. It's the Baltimore Orioles and the San Diego Padres. First pitch coming your way next. Mayer, the next up for the Padres. And Singy, we already know she's going to finish the season with a new career high in home runs. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And a couple of quick outs. First and third, one down.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
On a line. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 1-1.
That wasn't your standard sac fly. She barreled that baseball, just couldn't get it to drop in.
2 on, 2 outs. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
2 on, 2 outs. And that one fouled off. Went with the sweeper, but it misses.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for her to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Go-ahead run at second here in the bottom of the 6th. That one is absolutely belted. Bangs off the wall. Run comes in from second. They take the lead. It's 2-1. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper she gets into a count, the more comfortable she becomes, and she usually wins the battle.
Now here's Jake Cronenworth.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
2 outs. She's trying for third. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Base hit. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score. It's 4-1.
Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff for the base hit.
So 2 down. Mayer, the next up for the Padres.
Way to rip it, kid.
And no one can get there. And that keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Padres, the second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you, even with pitches outside the zone.
Runner!
Here goes the runner. Ripped to third. Slings to first. That takes care of Cronenworth. And that is that. One left for San Diego as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Mayer with some solid production in the win.
Strong individual day, a team win. What's not to like? This is a game she can feel really good about.
Mayer, fresh off a standout pitching performance. Can she put together another excellent outing today? It's the Baltimore Orioles and the San Diego Padres. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So just about set now. And on the mound in this one, Mayer. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how she's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, she's more calm and settles in. She's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most pitchers, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, she gets looser, the ball comes out of her hand with more life, and she's able to wiggle off the hook of, you know, tough situations and get her team back in the dugout.
Jordan Westberg, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Pitch misses there. 2 balls, no strikes. And a strike in there. Curve in the dirt.
2 strike.
Cracks his bat and pops him up. Gallo. And he beats it out.
Just a good job putting the ball in play and then busting down the first base line. Beat the throw pretty easily. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Gallo fires to second for 1. But no throw to first as he'll hold on to it. Here's Tyler O'Neill.
In the grand scheme of things, this at-bat might not feel important because it's early, but it could create a domino effect for things to come. Control what you can here and have a strong at-bat.
And that misses. And that's ball 1.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
Good pitch right here. She's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Got him! Huge strikeout there.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. Hitless last night, and they only scored 1 run. First pitch just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
Up the middle. Nice grab. Throws from his knees. And that's a nice play to end the inning.
Making him look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
One down. Mayer now at the plate. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew she was going to be a star just coming up, making her way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
And first offering is fouled off. And ball 1. High in the air, out to right. Cowser on the move to the alley and makes the grab. And there's 2 away.
Lefties can definitely be a little pull happy up there, especially with pitches that they see pretty well. That was a good example. She hooked an outside pitch, hit that ball in the air to right, just not with much authority. Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that she can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
On the ground at first. Gallo takes it himself and quickly 1 away in the second. And now the right fielder, Colton Cowser. Knee high, that's in for a strike.
0-1.
1 out, base is empty. And a seed into center, that's a base hit.
Really stayed true on that swing. It wasn't an easy pitch. Lefty on lefty. Pitch was a little down, a little bit away, but he committed to it. And his shoulders stayed square to the plate. Didn't try to pull off that ball at all. And that's why it jumped off the bat.
Kobe Mayo, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
The other way, and it stays fair. And he boots it. Cowser around third. He'll score easily.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
1 out, runner at second. Heston Kjerstad, the next to hit for the Orioles. 2 for 7 in the series so far. In the air, foul off first. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Jordan Westberg digs in now. In the dirt, but kept close. And here it comes. That one fouled off. And that's off the inside edge. 2-1.
No, that's a ball.
Zach McKinstry in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. The run comes in to score from second. It's 2-2.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Zach McKinstry, the next to hit for the Orioles. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
The 0-1. There's a strike.
She's clearly out there throwing pitches in this situation. First base is open. If she walks in, no big deal.
0-2 now. And that's downstairs and outside.
See if she can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Got him swinging. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Down to the bottom of the second. We are tied 2-2. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Mayer back to work. Chop to the right side. Gallo steps on the bag. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. So up next, Tyler O'Neill. Struck out swinging his first time. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
On the ground to third. The throw to first. And a couple of quick outs.
The first baseman, number 6, Ryan.
So 2 down now, and here is Ryan Mountcastle. Grounded out his first time up. On the ground to the left, and foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Just off the outside edge, and 1-1.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If she gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for her to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
2 outs, base is empty. And now 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Popped up.
Take it.
And that is that. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2.
Now that's the designated hitter, Mayer.
Well, clearly she was ready to hit right there. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And she met it out front for the line drive knock. And now they've got some speed on first. So we'll see if they try to get her into motion.
And here's the catcher, Luis Campusano. Man at first, 1 away. Runner on the go. In the dirt. And there's no throw. She's in there at second with a stolen base. That's to third. Westberg slings to first in time.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Jake.
So runner at second, 2 down. Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Hit in the air, left field. Makes the catch, and the inning is over. Padres leave 1. Score remains 2-2. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Adley Russman.
That one drifts inside. Rutschman, multi-time All-Star, 28 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And that misses. 3-1.
She hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. She's in danger of walking her first batter right here.
It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run. Go-ahead run on base. Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. And he takes a strike. Rutschman aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss, and she got him. That K's her third of the game.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there, he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
And now the DH, Kobe Mayo. Close, but called the ball. And it's 1-0. All tied up, top half of inning number 4. And another ball.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, she's going to have to give in, elevate her pitches, and get back into this at bat.
There's a strike at the knees.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
2 on, 1 out. So next to hit for Baltimore, Heston Kjerstad. He's 0 for 1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
2 on, 1 out. That one misses, and that's ball 1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Fights it off. He'll see another. That one not close. The count now 2-2. To third. Tags the runner for 1. On to Gallo. Here's 2. So they're able to work around a pair of walks in the inning. We're midway in the 4th. We are tied 2-2. And we're back. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Jordan Westburg. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. On the ground right side. Sneaks through, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Waste no time there. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And a sac bunt here. Gallo. He's in there.
Sometimes you can get a little too aggressive trying to cut off that lead run and try to make something happen that really isn't there. Got to take that sure out at first base. Not sure what happened right there in terms of communication.
First and second, no outs. And the batter will be the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike. No, that's a ball.
I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park. between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS Game 4 here in 22 when the Padres knocked off LA, and then Game 4 in 2024 when the Dodgers started their comeback and eventual run to the World Series. One of the great fan environments in baseball. Got him swinging for the strikeout, but no advance from the runners.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. She set him up with the high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Tyler O'Neill getting ready to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. And he takes one right on the black. 0-1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
That one ripped down the line, and it's foul. Westbrook at second, McKinstry at first, one gone. Swing and a miss. She struck him out. Nice job behind the plate there.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
And here's the first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle.
If she can get through this one, put up a 0, this will help in her outings to come.
Strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Whips it to Gallo, and that is the inning. Orioles strand a couple, and this game is still tied at 2-2.
Up next for the Padres, the designated hitter, Mayer.
Swinging a drive, deep right field. That one carrying. Nabs it, and that'll do it. One error in the inning, but it doesn't hurt him. 5 innings complete. We are tied 2-2. Back here in San Diego, and now the switch hitting catcher, Adley Rutschman. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Mayer back to work. That clips the zone. That's strike 1.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
That one catches the zone. 1-2.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer. When you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary. But this type of guy shuts the running game down.
Hands full.
On the ground. Can't glove it cleanly. Still fires to first, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
Well, Big, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
The pitch timer expired before she started her windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. Got him. So she picks up her sixth strikeout of the ball game.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Kobe Mayo, the next to hit for the Orioles. Curve is on the outside corner for a strike.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
Check swing, called strike. Two outs. Stays alive. In the dirt, and it's 1-2. High fly ball out to left field. Hayward. And that's the third out. Offense held in check there. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. We are tied 2-2. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Robert Suarez.
Well, you see the ERA very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
Two down, base is empty. Mayer, the next up for the Padres. 1 for 3. Slider misses outside. Strom, 34-year-old vet. He joined the team as a free agent. Next offering is fouled back. There's a swing and a drive. This one could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and her second hit. Well, Singy, she is locked in there.
She's really slowed the game down, and it's like she's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that she squared up that baseball tells me that she is seeing it like a beach ball.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Campusano will hit next. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. In the dirt, blocked. And that's a stolen base, not even close. Line drive, base hit right field. In comes a runner from third. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. That's one of those things where, as a hitter, you kind of feel like you were due for something like that to drop in for you, no matter how good or bad you've been swinging the bat as of late. And he just fought it off and dropped it in there perfectly.
Mayer with a respectable game both at the plate and on the mound.
Boog, if she's going to pitch and hit long term, she really can't let either side of the game sink too much. You got to keep contributing across the board. Games like
Mayer getting ready. She's on an absolute tear this season, leading the league in runs batted in. The Atlanta Braves and the San Diego Padres. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Here comes Austin Riley. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Relay. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. The throw in. And he's out. Up, down, and that ends the inning.
Exciting play and a great throw to third for the double play, but man, there's just no reason to try to move up to third right there. Not great base running to end the inning.
So runner at second, 2 down. Mayer, the next to hit. This has been a career year for her when it comes to driving in runs.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Out towards right center. That's well struck back there. And boom goes the dynamite. A 2-run shot, their 54th home run of the season, and they boost their lead. It's 4-0. She only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boone. Aggressive, and it paid off. Pitchers are taught to keep the ball down so that you don't get hurt. But unfortunately on that one, she made a pretty good pitch in terms of location, but it was just a better swing.
Way back, and it's gone. Another homer. Home run number 55 on the year, and they add a pair. It's 6-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Guy's got a real hard fastball. You can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like she did right there.
Now back, left fielder, Mayer.
First pitch misses. Yeah, that's fouled off. Right side, hard hit. They take the force out, and that is the inning. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 5 innings complete. It's the Padres. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. And they cut into the deficit. It's 7-3.
This game just got a little more interesting with that home run. Man, I hated knuckleballs. Seems like it's so hard to square him up and hit the ball hard, but this guy had no problem at all. It was like he was born to do this. Really good piece of hitting, just a sound swing, and he stayed within himself.
Set for the last half of the 7th. Now the left fielder, Mayer. Really interesting to see her continuing her career as a two-way player at the major league level. Definitely always a topic of conversation around the game.
Because it's so rare in baseball history, it gets people excited. She's a great athlete to be able to do this kind of thing.
And first offering is fouled off. Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and that's a fair ball. Now she'll turn for second. The throw in, and she's out.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. She was so close to being in scoring position.
Mayer had a great showing in the win. Cracked a pair of homers.
Boog, I can't say enough about what she did for him in this one. She's a big reason they got the W, and it's easy to see why she's a key contributor for them.
Mayer, fresh off an impressive 2-homer performance. She'll look to keep that momentum going today. The Atlanta Braves and the San Diego Padres. First pitch coming your way next. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. On to Cronenworth, on to first, safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
Oh, that was pretty right there. Beautiful play with the bare hand.
So digging in now for San Diego, Mayer. She set a new career high in home runs this year, and Singy, she's just trying to set the bar as high as possible now. And that one fouled off. Mayer matched a couple of homers in her last game. Swing and a miss.
0-2 is the count.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Profar settles under it. Makes the grab.
Batting seventh, the second baseman.
Runner at first with no outs here.
Left fielder, Mayer.
Not close with that one, and that is ball one. And that's a fair ball. Runner stops at second, and the first two reach to start the inning.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
First and second, no outs. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. In the air out to center. And it drops in. Campusano rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. To third, tag got her. Two outs, base is empty. And first offering is fouled off. Mayer with a couple of homers in her last game. That's down and in. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The wind and the pitch. Right side, and it goes just foul. And a slider misses down and away.
We're always having a tough time getting a pitch by her. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. And that is a foul ball. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Fights it off. She'll see another. Got her. Outside pitch. Got the better of her that time. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead. We're through 5. It's the Padres 4 and the Braves 1. Matt Olson up to the plate. 1 out, base is empty. And there's a hit. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you can get those arms.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's Sean Murphy. The 2-2. Swing and a drive. Deep left field. Mayer going back. Out of here. That's one way to quiet the crowd. And they grab the lead in the 8th. It's 6-5. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time. I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. She really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Back here at Petco Park, bottom of the 8th. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Mayer.
A lot of times you're looking for a hitter to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want her to tie up the game with 1 swing here.
First pitch, and he just misses. This one ripped, but foul to the right.
Oh, man, that stays fair. We got a new ball game. Great swing, just couldn't keep it between the lines. She's got to try to bottle that. Do it again.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Just missed. If she's able to connect on that, look out.
Up and in, 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Stays alive. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. Way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
The batter, number 9, second baseman.
Mayer had the kind of game you'd like to avoid, which contributed to the loss.
Definitely didn't do much of anything for him in this one. I think she knows she's capable of more. They took the loss, and she might have dragged him down a little bit.
Mayer with an incredible season so far, leading the league in OPS. Can she keep it going again today? The Atlanta Braves and the San Diego Padres. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Here's Acuna now.
The right fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
2 outs, base is empty. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that gets down into the gap. Now he'll turn for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Boog, and you can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect.
Here comes the 0-1. That one ripped. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Around first, heading for 2. And she starts her afternoon off right with a double.
I'm sure she feels really good about that one. Spoiled that backdoor breaking ball perfectly. Stayed tall, didn't lean out towards it, let it get deep, and then just squared it up pretty nicely the opposite way. That's great hitting.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Left-hand hitter waits. Runner takes off for third. That one the other way. Base hit. The run comes in from second, and it's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Man at first, 1 away. Two of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. Mayer, in her second season, 22 years old, and she's a former Rookie of the Year. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Profar settles under it, makes the grab. Bottom of the inning, stepping in for San Diego, Mayor. Holmes back to work. In for a strike, 0-1.
You know, these Padres definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them. So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them at times.
Inside, almost got her.
Count
3-2 now. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Acuna moving back, feeling for the wall as he makes the catch.
Yeah, it's a really nice catch right there near the wall, and you have to use everything available to you. Know when your feet leave the grass and hit the warning track. Also, when you're able to, use the bare hand to feel for exactly how close you are. And right there, perfect use of his instruments.
Mayer could have done a bit more to help them out.
Not her best showing, but I hope she isn't too self-critical after they took the loss. Some things to build on in this game.
Mayer getting ready. She's on an absolute tear this season, leading the league in runs batted in. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Minnesota Twins. First pitch coming your way next. Mayer, the next up for the Padres. And Singy, we already know she's going to finish the season with a new career high in home runs. And there's a hit. So they get a runner aboard with a one-out single.
She was all over that one. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And she met it out front for the line drive knock. And now they've got some speed on first. So we'll see if they try to get her into motion.
Pickoff throw. Mayer back in on a dive. Runner on the go, and ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Here's Jason Hayward.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like
double steal. This one in the dirt. And no throw. Both runners are safe. And the runners will move up. On the ground. Gloves it on the dive. Throws from his knees. Runs, scores, but a terrific play to get the out.
He timed the dive perfectly. Didn't feel like he had time to get up, so he throws from one knee. What an outstanding play to rob a base hit.
In the air, out towards right center. Buxton sizing this one up. Out, number 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter now, Mayer. These two offenses can put up runs in a hurry.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
This one in the air, center field. Wallner sizes this one up. Nabs it, and there's one down. First and second. 2 outs. Mayer, the next to hit, 1 for 3. She's a major topic of conversation, the rare two-way player at the big league level. It's pretty early on in her major league career, but it's driving a lot of excitement around the game.
Yeah, Boog, hard to not get excited about a player with this much athleticism, this much talent. Just such a rare thing in baseball. And you know, just about every front office is watching her and dreaming of having their own player like her in the organization.
Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Swing and a miss. Struck her out. Good job at damage control right there. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Padres 4 and the Twins 1. Mayer did okay for them in this one.
Didn't light the world on fire, but she held up her end okay. I'm sure she'd like to have a better game, but a win is a win.
Mayer is locked in and ready for today's World Series rematch. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Minnesota Twins. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Back at Target Field and on the mound for San Diego in this one, Mayer.
She's been a real quality starter for her club, and coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up her release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against her in this one.
Leading off, Jorge Mateo. Mateo, 30 years old now, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. The 0-1. And that's a little bit high.
Looks like she thinks that should have been a strike at the top of the zone, but doesn't seem to be too upset. That's just a case where I think she's trying to get a better feel for the umpire's strike zone and what he's going to be calling. That's just a part of pitching.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And there's a ball. got him swinging.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Carlos Correa.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
There's a strike. One of the things with Correa, the impact he makes, not just on offense, but defense as well. A guy who's won a platinum glove as the best defender in the American League. Probably my favorite note, though, on Carlos Correa. He likes to, before games, go to a regular old batting cage and take BP with his dad. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And he swings over the top there. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Here's Royce Lewis. 2 RBIs last night. 2 of the 3 runs they scored in the game. That one ripped right center field. This looks like extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
So runner at second, 2 down. And next is the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber. 4th in the AL in RBIs. Wormburner into the outfield for a knock. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Now a long throw home, but it's offline. And it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
So 2 down, and now the center fielder, Byron Buxton. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to improve.
Has some trouble with it. No throw, a tough play, and now there are runners at first and second. First and second, 2 outs. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. First pitch misses.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Schwarber on second. Buxton on at first with 2 down. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
See if she can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Next offering upstairs.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
And down on strikes. They limit the damage here. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. We finished 1 inning here in Minneapolis. It's the Twins 1 and the Padres nothing. Stepping in for San Diego, Mayer. She's someone who quickly made a splash at this level, Chris, a former Rookie of the Year.
Ball 1.
And a foul ball. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the second game of the series. There's a swing and a drive. Back there. And boom goes the dynamite. For 56th home run of the season. Just like that, they move in front. It's 2-1.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Looks like this hitter was looking out over the plate, but she was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Back in Minnesota, bottom of the inning. Kyle Farmer up to the plate now. Mayer back to work.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
That's a ball.
That one in there across the letters.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man on base to start the inning. Max Kepler at the plate.
He's been doing a good job knocking in his teammates. Over the last 10 games, he's knocked in 10 runs.
Kepler with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues. Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Inside, just missed. Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. And there's one down.
Batting up, the right fielder,
Matt Wallner will hit next. Fourth in the American League in batting average this year. Fastball for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Oh, great stop. The throw to second is offline.
Well, that one right there had the looks of one of those plays of the week. Great diving stop, but he just couldn't set up to make a good throw. Maybe got a little too excited. He was probably feeling it as well, but either way, that's a tough play and a tough error.
Jorge Mateo now struck out swinging, leading off the bottom of the first. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Runners at first and second with one gone at bottom half of inning number 2.
One ball, one strike.
Sliced hard but foul. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
2 on, 1 out. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. One and 2 here. Just missed.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Just misses there.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today.
Oh, nice job right there. She struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. She doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
Well, now here's Carlos Correa with a chance to hit. He's 0 for 1. Strike 1. First and second, 2 down. And that's fouled off. Outside low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. That one missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
2 outs.
I got 3 and 2.
In the dirt, but kept close. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Royce Lewis, the kind of bat that can make a big impact if they can keep it going here. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Sometimes she wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as she's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
And we're back. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now the 3rd baseman, Royce Lewis. There's a strike at the knees, and it's 0-1.
Well, these Twins showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. She's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Hit in the air, right field. Tatis makes a nice grab and a full sprint.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, she'll give him a second to catch his breath before she's ready to deal the next pitch.
Schwarber in the box here lets that one go for a ball. 1 out, bases empty.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Next pitch inside, and the count now 2-0. And there's a ball.
A rare 3-ball count here. She's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Next offering in there for a strike. And now 3 balls and a strike. And there's ball 4.
I don't think she really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Here's Byron Buxton.
As a batter, he's known for performing better in these night games. He might start 2 for 2 in this one.
Late swing fouled off. And now the 0-1. In the dirt. Maybe a 2-ball. 5. To second. Pulls him off the bag.
Well, things that lead to big innings other than hits or home runs are, of course, walks and errors, free base runners, and they've been gifted with both so far this inning, and that will make any manager in the dugout just stew a little bit, and I'm sure he is right now.
First and second, 1 out. And now the Twins catcher, Ryan Jeffers. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That one a little bit high. Ball 1. Schwarber, the lead runner out at second. Buxton over at first with 1 away. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Drops into the glove. 2 away now.
Now back, first baseman,
Kyle Farmer, the next Twin up to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Though Chris, through the early stages, she hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. She's going to need to get some quick outs if she's going to get deeper into this game. 2 on, 2 outs.
Ball, that's out.
That clips the inside corner for a strike. On the ground to third. Knocks it down. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Now batting Max Kepler. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And he takes one right on the black. That's strike 1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No ball, 2 strikes.
The pitch. And that's downstairs and outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Mayer.
Close, but called the ball. 1-0.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
That misses, and the count is 2-0.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what she's been doing. It's made a big impact for her in recent games.
Two of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. One down, base is empty. Ripped on a line to center. Buxton makes the grab, and there's two gone.
She smoked that fastball. She's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up she'll find a hole.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the right fielder, Matt Wallner. Splits the plate. Strike one.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Salas makes the grab, one away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Back to the top of the lineup, Jorge Mateo, the next twin up to hit, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Out to short, Rosario. Tosses to first. Already two gone here in the home fourth.
She's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind her with another ground ball. Good execution.
And here comes Carlos Correa. Correa, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. That one drilled left field. That's back. In the air to make the catch.
Oh, man, amazing catch to end the inning. As a former outfielder, I'm feeling proud right now. Saw the wall, didn't get afraid, held on to the ball.
We head to the bottom of the fifth. And now for the Twins, Royce Lewis. Mayer back to work. Right through there for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop she was dealing with at the plate.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. And ball 1. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering misses down and away. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. Byron Buxton, the next Twin up to hit. 1 for 2. And takes low for ball 1. Two out, space is empty. Swings and misses. 1 and 2.
She's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And a swing and a miss there. Gets to it on to first. In time, so the drop third strike doesn't hurt her, and that's that. Nothing doing here this half. We're through 5. It's the Padres 2 and the Twins 1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. In there at the knees. 0-1.
Well, these Twins, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, she should be able to rack up some more before she's done in this one. And not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what she's offering out there.
And now Kyle Farmer. He's 2 for 2. And that's down and away. The Padres trying to protect a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the 6th. That's a laser base hit.
He was all over that one. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
1 down. So up next for Minnesota, Max Kepler. And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 1.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
And fouled off. Rolled slowly to first, and that's foul. And a swing and a miss down on strikes, and she keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11. Matt Wallner, the next Twin up to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. To third, handled by Machado. Off balance throw in time. That ends the frame. So 1 hit is all they get. We're through 6 full. It's the Padres 3 and the Twins 1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Brock Stewart.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Brock Stewart.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Stewart goes 6 feet 3 inches, 220 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2019. Next pitch misses outside. 1-1. Minnesota's bullpen with some action. Cole Sands warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. Well struck left field. That's back there. Boom goes the dynamite. Another homer. Her 57th homer of the season. It's 4-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. She put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Bottom of the 7th, and here's the Twins leadoff guy, Jorge Mateo. The Twins in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
Fastball is outside. Oh, she doesn't get the call. And now 2-0.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say she's convinced, but it looks like she's accepted it.
That's to third. Fires over to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Now Correa up to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. On the corner for a strike. It's 0-1. The Twins trailing by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. The shortstop takes the ball. Close, but called a ball. And it's 2-1.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. That to right. Automatic double now as it hops the wall and foul ground.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe.
So the Padres with a new arm on the mound, Robert Suarez.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year. So the defense should be active.
Next for the Padres, Mayer. She's got a couple homers already, so could she possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course she can. Those 2 she hit were legit, and she looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
And the first pitch misses in the dirt.
Don't fence off the plate. Ball 2.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 down.
The batter number 9, second baseman.
Mayer was fantastic with the bat in this ball game and had a solid showing on the mound too.
And this isn't to minimize her pitching because she did well out there, but the way she was hitting in this one, you can see why they think of her as a key piece of the lineup.
Mayer, fresh off an impressive 2-homer performance. She'll look to keep that momentum going today. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Minnesota Twins. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Mayer, the next up for the Padres. Let's see what the former World Series MVP can do with this at bat, Chris. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in there safely.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise, she put a great swing on it. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Mayer over at second, one down. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. In the dirt, blocked. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And that extends her lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. On the ground to the left. Zips it across, but it's 1-0 as the run scores.
Good situational hitting right there. Grounds out, gets that run in from third. They get on the board first.
Back in Minnesota. Now it's the power speed combo. Mayer. Festa back to work. Mayer in her second season, 22 years old. And she's a former Rookie of the Year. Fly ball pretty well struck out towards right center. That one carried. Adios, pelota. Into the second deck it goes. Their 58th home run of the season. And that gives them a lead. It's 2-1. Chris, she's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and she's got her timing locked in. She's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, she made him pay.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Mayer mashed a couple of homers in her last game. Swing and the ball popped up. Polanco pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down. 2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. With the go-ahead run standing at second, and we're in the top of the 8th.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Man on second, 2 down. That one missed.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Comes the 2-2. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. Back there. Adios, pelota. Another homer. Her 59th home run of the season. And they lead it. It's 4-2. Singing she's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for her. She is really seeing the ball well in this one. There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once she did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority, and she got that up and out of here.
Mayer really excelled in this one and contributed to the win. Collected 3 hits, including 2 home runs.
Boog, I can't say enough about what she did for him in this one. She's a big reason they got the W, and it's easy to see why she's a key contributor for them.